Sometimes the simplest detail can reveal a much deeper nuance. This is BTC Gambler. Today we'll be taking a deep dive into the VIP system works at stake. If I can't teach you something new today, then I've done something very wrong. Don't think that this video is basic. What do you expect from Mr. BTC Gambler? You know I'm going to take things to a different level. It starts off basic. I urge you to stay on. I've got some really useful intel to show you. Now, first off, I apologise. If my voice sounds funny, I am suffering from the dreaded man flu. I've had it for over a week now and it's really beginning to get on my nerves. We start off at the basics. Anybody that's on stake or is going to play on stake probably knows about the VIP levels. And the VIP levels are broken down into the lower tiers, which is bronze, silver, gold, and then you get to the platinum stage, which is broken down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then you get to the diamond, and above that you've got obsidian. Now to get to each level there is a set amount of wagering. So in order to get to bronze you've got to wager 10,000, 50,000 to get to silver, and then 100,000 to bronze. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? And likewise each level. But bear in mind that is your total wager. So for example, to get to silver and you was already on bronze, you only have to wager the difference. So it's 40,000 required to wager. And likewise, when you've got to bronze, because you would have wagered 50,000 already, there's only an additional 50,000 to wager to get to gold. Does that make sense? It's really straightforward. And to prove that I'm not talking out my arse, here's the stake website. It's got exactly the same information on there, and it mentions here, for example, if you're at bronze and currently at 45% progress, it says first subtract the requirement for your current level, which in this instance would have been $10,000, from the 50,000 to get to 40,000. Let's go back to a spreadsheet. That's exactly what I'm saying here. Now I could take that information, I could put that into Excel, and the question is, what can we do with this? What insightful information can we gather from this? Well, not a lot. I need to add in my little bit. So first off, if I add in the column there, which is the difference required to get to each level, it shows a more realistic value that you need to see. So say for example you're on silver VIP already and you want to get to bronze, you know you've got to wager 50,000, which is exactly what I said just now. But putting it in Excel is useful because we can then do some maths. I had a theory, okay, and we can prove this today, yay or nay, that you could take any VIP level. And I always said, and I think if you've watched any of my videos where I've said if you're 85% of the way to the next VIP level, you may as well just go for it. Because the amount that you get back out in the bonus upgrade will be greater than what it cost you. But that was a theory anyway. And this is working on the basis where if we play the game at 99% win chance, like dice for example, we have an expected value that we can calculate how much it's going to cost for every $100 we wager. You expect to lose 1 in 100. Does that make sense? So if you need to wager 1,000, you're going to lose 10 times. If you were doing $1 bets, let's make it really simple. $1 bets. To wager 1,000, it's going to cost you $10. I think we can all agree on that. Now the key thing is what's not documented anywhere is if we take how much does it pay in each level. So I've been trying to garner that information and I've got this. So these are the values that I've been kind of collecting over the years of doing this. And I have to say it has changed over the years, but this seems to be the value as it stands now. And it's not a precise science simply because they pay out a minimum amount and then they pay out an additional bonus on top of that. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a little. It depends how much each account has basically lost. So if you've got through on expected value, don't expect that to be very much, or don't expect anything. So I've based these payout figures out on what the minimum is that they will pay out. So when you get to bronze, it pays about $30. When you get to silver, it pays out $55, and in gold, it's $110. And from this point onward, it pretty much doubles down from each level. If anybody wants to collaborate with me, then, and they've got more up-to-date information, reach out to me. But these are the figures that I'm going with today. So now we have this sort of information, I could start to sanity check some of my logic, because it's really simple maths here, because we can work out with the right code, with the expected value of losing $10 for every $1,000 wages, does it hold true on the basis that the payout is greater than it costs you to get to the next level? Does that make sense? Right, let me unhide a few more columns. So what I've done, I've taken each level and I've calculated how much it would cost you to wager from 85% of the way to the next level. So take the first level, for example, bronze. 85% of the way through bronze, it's pretty obvious, you would have wagered 8,500, which means there would have been 1,500 to wager to get to the next level. Now if we took the game dice, we wagered at 99%. Expected cost of that, so 1,500, would be $15. So that is the expected cost. And providing that figure is greater than the payout, well, in this instance it is, it's good, it's worth going for it. And so when I applied that across all the levels, turns out my assumption was not correct. Like, when you're going from silver to gold, for example, the wager requirement is 40,000 addition from the bronze, yet when you go from silver to gold, it's only 50,000. So there's not a lot of difference in the amount of wager required to get from silver to gold. And this is why gold is okay, silver is not. It's going to cost you around about $60 to get to silver from bronze, but you'll only get back $55. So it's not actually correct. So all those things I've been saying over these years, 85% at the next, towards the next VIP level, just go for it. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. I was wrong. I don't know why I never done this before, because now I look at it, it's so bloody obvious. Now the real question is like, okay, can we calculate what the minimum percentage of the way to the next level for each level will be before where it becomes cost effective? In other words, at the very least, it's break even. So I'd say always try to aim above that. So yeah, let me just unhide the last two columns. Right, to calculate the break even wager requirement at expected value, so EV, very, very simple maths, because we're saying here we can take the payout and times that by 100, which would tell me, based upon the payout, what the break-even wager required is when you run at expected value at 1%. So in the instance of bronze, for example, it's saying that if you're $3,000 away from the next level, that is 70% of the way through the progression level. And we can verify that. If we said it's very different, there's quite a big jump. I think the way that the casino have calculated out the VIP levels really have not been quite fair. They're definitely not linear. They almost seem to be made up on the bloody spot. There isn't a linear progression, and there's a couple of levels that really jump out to me that I don't think are fair at all. But I don't make the rules. I just report on them, okay? So the break-even point for silver is 5,500 and it's 11,000 for gold. And so we can retrospectively work out what percentage of the way through to the next VIP level is it worth you going through, where you can just go for it. So for example, if you've got no VIP level and you're 70% of the way through to the next level, you may as well go through it. For silver, it's 86.25%, and for gold, when you're on silver to get to gold, it's 78%. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And these are the values here. And in fact, we can test this. I've got this one account here, And as you can see, it's on silver VIP, and it's at 85.46% away to the next VIP level, which would be gold. So that account is at this level here. It's on silver, and this, according to the spreadsheet, we need to be at. So we're aiming to get to gold. So put this into perspective. So we're aiming to get to gold. So we're above 78%. So we should be safe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wager that through. So, okay, I've got this little calculator here. So this calculator here, you put in there your current VIP level, and it's a drop-down list. In this instance, it's silver. You put in your percentage of completed, and this example is 85.46. This would tell us that I have got to wager 50,000 to get to the next level, and 85% of the way through that means I've got an outstanding balance of 7,270 left to wager to get to the next level. Now I'm playing in a currency TRX or Tron, and the exchange rate of that at the moment is 24 cents to 1 TRX, give or take a few decimal places. Okay, so that may not be 100% accurate, and this attempts to calculate how much you need to wager in TRX or whatever currency you're using. If you change that to Bitcoin, Ethereum, just change obviously the currency and obviously the exchange rate, and that will all change retrospectively. So I'm just going to round that up. So the wager limit says I need to wager 30,292. So what I'm going to say, that is basically 30,300. That hopefully should be enough to cater for any fluctuations. Okay, and the way I'm going to do that is I've written this code here, and this is the training video that's going with it. It's called Next Level Wager. It's on version 2. It was created today. Authors Mr. BTC Gambler, and the training video that will go here. Now it says in here, this code is for wagering to the next VIP level at no cost. Wait until you're at least 85% of the way to the next VIP level. Now obviously that will change depending which VIP level. And it says set the wager constant on line 33 of this code. So that's the only thing you need to change. So we go to line 33. Line 33 is there. It's got the constant wager target 30,300. Okay, that's what I've set. And what I'm doing is $1 in TRX value is 4.2 TRX. There and thereabout. Again, it's not exactly precise. So what I'm playing is the game dice. I'm setting the win chance to 99 and setting the base bet to $1 basically. And in the do bet function, it keeps wagering until it hits the wager target, then it just comes out of it. It just ends. Okay. There's a couple of switch over unders. I don't know if they make any difference or not. In fact, I'm calling out for collaboration. There's a new section in my Discord server. Yeah, it's called Collab Hub, so short for collaboration. And I've put the first code in here, which is the first code I've put in here is this wagering code. So if anybody can come up with a better idea, or one of you guys have got an idea, this is the place to share it. Now it doesn't matter where you run this. You know, this could be on Qbot, DiceBot. For me, I'm just going to run it on my Alphaverse platform because that's convenient for me. You need a bot because you cannot wager 99% win chance on the website. The highest you can go is 98%. So these numbers would be totally thrown off if you decided to wager on the website itself, because you expect to get 2 losses for every 100 when you've got 98% win chance. Even though there's a very, very tiny increase in the balance for every single win, it does not cover the losses. So you need a bot. So it's either going to be DiceBot, Qbot, Alphaverse, or whatever bot that's going there that allows you to bet at 99% win chance for this formula to work. So I'm going to set this up. I'm not going to bore you with the details of that, and I'm going to run it, and then I'm going to bring you back. Okay guys, finished. Wasn't brilliant. You know, it wasn't too far away from expected value, but it went slightly over. So it cost 78. So $78 in effect, because that's 78 losses, and I was doing $1 bets. So I'm minus 327 TRX. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to the casino. I'm going to, by my maths and my expectation, that should have got to 100%. That says 99.76. Right, bear with me. Okay, according to the spreadsheet, that needed $120 left to wager. That is bloody annoying. Let's go back to the casino. $120. So another way to wager. Just go to Baccarat. So if I bet 23.57 on the banker and 20 on the player and 23.57 on the banker, I might get lucky. So technically I need to do 3 bets, and that should get me to gold. So 1, lost 2. Okay. So I lost $1.18. Okay, doing that. That should be enough now. Oh, that came through. Okay, I'm back. And that account would have gone to the top there because it had been inactive for more than 5 minutes. So we could see that we lost 327 TRX, but they gave us 509, which goes exactly in line with what the spreadsheet was saying. So I made a profit there. I made a profit, and I got to the next VIP level, and I wagered over 7,200 TRX, $7,200 at no cost, and made a profit. And it all comes down to this. So this told me I needed to be a minimum of 78% of the way to the next tier VIP level. My hunch, which was where you need to be 85% of the way through to the next level, wasn't not far off, but it wasn't quite true. So anything above 85, that wouldn't have been relevant. Going from bronze to silver, I'd wait to about 90%, and then going from silver to gold, 85% is absolutely fine. The other one's a bit too close to the mark for my likings. I would certainly wait to above 90%. But you can see from this list, when you sort of start getting above Platinum 5, Platinum 6 into Diamond territory, the payout is extremely generous. When you get sort of Platinum 5, Platinum 6 and then into Diamond. But bear in mind, it's the cost. Right, gentlemen, while I've got your attention, this spreadsheet will be, there'll be a link in the pinned comment. There'll be loads of links in the pinned comment. Remember, this channel is, everything I do is free. It's completely free. I'm not charging for anything. There's not a single affiliate link in any of this. This is me parting my knowledge to you guys at no cost. I am here for the players. I'm here for you. And likewise, you guys are here for me. So I have a community. I've been brain draining. I've been looking for people just like you. If you still stayed on in this video, that means that you are exactly the sort of person that I'm looking for. So reality, this video was a bit of a recruitment drive really. I'm looking for more people just like you. So if you want this spreadsheet, you can have it. Just come and find me on X or Twitter, depends what you want to call it, and send me a message. Just send me a message. Send me a message that says send me the spreadsheet, and I will send the spreadsheet to you. I put a link in the pinned comment to my X account, so you can find me. All I ask for in return, guys, is if the bit that I'm trying my hardest to improve upon is my YouTube channel. So first off, if you're here, thank you for being here. Secondly, if you still remained on and you're still watching, I thank you again. It's so difficult to build up a YouTube channel. So the thing that I ask from you guys is to 1, like the video, 2, subscribe to the channel please, and if you could forward it on to anybody or share it, I'd be immensely grateful. I've got just over 2,000 subscribers onto this video here, so I'm a long way short from where I used to be. Let me refresh this actually. 2,049 subscribers. Shockingly, 68.4% of people that watch this video are not subscribed to the channel. So please, I am begging you to subscribe to the channel, please. Because the more you subscribe to this, the more you like it, the more that YouTube push it out. The largest proportion of traffic that comes to my site, to my channel, is from YouTube recommendations. Now I have a dream, and my dream is for one day for my YouTube channel to get big enough so I could start to monetize from it. I'm a long way short, like 1,766 public watch hours. I know that's probably my fault, but with your help, and the more people that spread the word, the more likely that it will become a reality. Likewise, while I've got your attention, again, in the pinned comment will be a link to my Discord server. So if you want to find people just like me, just like you, like-minded people, us, again, it's the casino, no agenda. You know, I've been on other forums, and I have to say, some of the forums are absolutely disgusting, and the way they talk to each other is just totally fucking unacceptable. Like here, you're respectful amongst your peer fellows, because in this channel here, there are some of the smartest people on the planet. People that come along on a bit too, how do I put it politely, if they've got the wrong frame of mind, don't last long in this channel. Okay, be mindful, be respectful. You know, this is a bunch of people just like me, just like you, has the same agenda. Okay, and I've got loads and loads of channels. This is a tiered Discord server, and there is a private section for VIP members only. And VIP is free. Don't charge anything. It's simply there to weed out the gems so that I don't have to repeat the same questions over again. My goal is to protect my VIPs against all the noise, and I urge you to come along and join this. It doesn't cost anything, but in order to become a VIP, you will have to be able to pass the test. Right, I'm getting ready to conclude this video, but before I do, I just wanted to show you I've got a number of accounts. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts that are in that zone where it's safe for me to upgrade them to the next VIP level. I realised I made a bit of a boo-boo in the last video. I stopped recording too early. I said I'll show you. So this account here has been set up, and I need to wager 33,000 TRX to get to the next level. So I'm just gonna, and I said you can watch this, so you can watch this one. If we go to the casino, you can see I'm 85.51% of the way to gold VIP. Right, I've kicked that off, and I'll leave this time lapsed, and I'll bring you back. Okay, that's done. Surprisingly, they gave me $110 plus $66. That's unusual. I told you. The extra bonus. I don't know what formula they use. Anyway, let's scroll. Go back to Alphaverse. I'll scroll to the top because it will be timed out now. We lost 348 and made 804. Not bad going there, guys. Number 500. Well, if that doesn't demonstrate to you the point that I'm trying to make, you know, follow this guide. Only upgrade to these levels when it does suit you. And when you're above these thresholds, to get to gold, you need to be 78% or more away to the next VIP level. And to get to platinum, you need to be 85.33%. And if you stick to those, you always kind of either break even, or if not, make a small little profit. Anything above that, just go for it. Right, guys, if you found this intel useful, please smash that like button for me. I'd be very, very grateful. Make sure you've subscribed. You know, turn on that bell notification, and comments. Comments probably more than anything else mean a lot more to me, because it tells me that you guys are interested in this type of content. You know, if you want me to continue to produce this type of content, you need to let me know, okay? Just put it in comments. If it's been of value to you, all I ask for is a like and a subscribe, and leave a comment. Right, I'm truly going to end the video there, guys. I hope you found it useful, and I speak to you all again very soon.